welcome back in for the 2025 Mixed Media ICAD flip through. So our first prompt was an embossing folder, and this card is available, it was videoed, and I will link that up in the upper right hand corner for you. Card number 2 was fluorescent orange. Card number 3 was cat. This one was also videotaped, and I will link that up in the upper right hand corner. Prompt 4 was pop art. Prompt 5 was something precious, which was this Citrosolve image. Prompt 6 was sand paste, and prompt 7 was handwriting, which is all in the background. First prompt was texture plate. This card was also filmed in its entirety, but I will link to the playlist in the upper right hand corner for the 2025 cards that were filmed. The Day 9 prompt was metallic, your favorite metallic color. Day 10, the prompt was bird. And I also filmed this, so that will be in the playlist that I indicated earlier. Day 11 was realism. Day 12 was something thrifted, which was this lace as well as the snaps. Day 13 was texture paste, and day 14 was braille, which is what these dots are here in the background. Day 15 was stencil, and day 16 was Naples yellow. Day 17 was book, and I used book papers, book spine pieces. Day 18, the prompt was cubism, and this is probably the only card that made me feel incredibly uncomfortable doing the cubist effect to it. Day 19 was something vintage, which was this lace and the buttons, as well as all the tickets in the background are all vintage tickets. Day 20 was your favorite medium, and mine is sand paste. Day 21, the prompt was speech, and I used a Nelson Mandela speech, which is written in different inks in different sizes, and then I collaged with those papers. Day 22 was your favorite stamp, and my favorite stamp is one that was made and given to me by Crafty Hope, which is this one here you see. Day 23, the prompt was walnut, and this one was also filmed. And day 24 was clock. Day 25 was modern art. Day 26 was something from page 166, and this one was filmed. Day 27, the prompt was crackle paste. And it's hard to see, but it is on this flower, which is a thistle. And day 28 was Morse code. Day 29, and that prompt was your favorite texture tool. Day 30 was also filmed, and the prompt is robin egg blue. Day 31, the prompt was brother. And day 32, the prompt was impressionism. Impressionism is identified because of the brush strokes, so I made these brush strokes really apparent. And day 33's prompt was something hard, and these are all hard. And day 34, the prompt was glazing medium, and this one was also filmed. And the prompt for day 35 was typewritten. Day 36, which is tissue paper, and I really love this card. And day 37, the prompt was terracotta. And day 38 was your favorite candy. And day 39, the prompt was expressionism. And day 40 was something from the dollar store. And day 41 was oil stick or oil pastel. And day 42 was, the prompt was facial. Day 43's prompt was lace. It was interesting because this card got a criticism saying that it did not match the colors I used in the background and the lace. But what you may not notice is that this lace, it's been covered in gold, but underneath that gold is the same sorbet type color that's in the background is in that lace. Day 44, the prompt was portrait pink. And then day 45, the prompt was arrow. And day 46 was a landscape, and I got to use my granulating watercolors from Masha's watercolors. I love these watercolors. And this material right here is actually fiber from prickly pear cacti. And day 47 was something big, so I used a big letter B. And day 48 was gel stick or paint stick, and I used some gel sticks on this one and a lot of slow stitching. And day 49, the prompt was memo. Mesh for day 50. And for day 51, the prompt was your favorite color, or your favorite color green. I love most greens, so this wasn't a challenge for me. And day 52, the prompt was ball. This was fun. I put the card itself, after I collaged it, inside of my color box and took a golf ball and put paint on it and then rolled it over the card. And then day 53 was aerial. So this is an aerial view of some trees. And day 54, the prompt was something purple. I have been wanting to use this card that was given to me. Now I believe it was given to me by Ricky Midbrood over at the Bricolage Factory, and I wanted to use it, but it was so big I didn't want to cut it down, so I made it a flip card. Day 55, the prompt was watercolor, so I once again used my favorite watercolors by Masha's and a Stencil Girl stencils. This is a Stencil Girl stencil called Lavender. And I put it, the background is an eco print. And then day 56, prompt was email. And what I started with was I took an email, printed it out, and then I ripped it up and used that as collage for this card. Prompt on day 57 of canvas, and I collaged the canvas down, which had already had paint on it, and then I came on top of it and collaged on top of it and then added some stamping and some color. And day 58, the prompt was villainous, and the task was to come up with a definition for your word villainous. And mine was the act of creatively experimenting in art, often through uncharted or intuitive methods, to explore possibilities and answer the question, what if? It's considered a verb. And I had a lot of fun with this. My question, what if, was, what if I used string gel as a medium through a stencil, what would happen? And that's the background. And then day 59, the prompt was bulb. Day 60, the prompt was surrealism. And concluding Mixed Media ICAD for 2025 was the prompt something pokey. So I went through and poked tons of holes after I collaged onto my paper, after I had added some crackle paste. Now I took two different kinds of crackle paste. I'd used clear crackle paste and the regular crackle paste, then punched a ton of holes in it, and then added color. And I used the Distress Oxide, Distress Spray Stain, and then I came in with some of my alcohol spray, which I will list down a link to how to make alcohol spray. And the crackle paste soaked up all that Distress products and created that lovely background. So one thing I did want to talk to you about Mixed Media ICAD and let you know that for the past 6 years I've had the joy and honor of hosting the Mixed Media ICAD prompts. We've gathered together to transform humble index cards into vibrant textured explorations of creativity using collage, ink, and paint, and anything else our hearts really desired. This year marks the end of an era. This will be my final year creating and hosting the Mixed Media ICAD prompts. The decision wasn't made lightly, but it comes from a desire to open up June and July for new possibilities. I'm entering a new season, one filled with evolving interest, emerging ideas, and a curiosity to explore other creative avenues. I really feel called to give space for those yet to be discovered projects and possible opportunities that need time and room to really grow. As always, I am offering the free downloadable prompt sheet for the 2025 Mixed Media ICAD prompts. And you can grab your copy in the link that is listed down below in the description box, as well as the link to the playlist for all of my filmed 2025 cards. And whether you've been with me since the beginning or this was your first year joining along, I want to thank you. Thank you for showing up, for playing, for experimenting, and being a part of this beautiful, messy, layered journey that we've had together. Thank you.